part of this film and show it, to bring it to audiences like yourself, is it's the first time I've ever watched a movie at a screening, at a festival, or in a scenario like this, where people would clap after a performance that he had done. Like the audience at Whistler, literally after every performance piece in the film, they, like a rousing ovation.
He sort of did it in Edmonton.
Yeah, and in Edmonton too. It's
unbelievable.
It never happens. So, you're allowed to.
I wanted to.
Thanks, Bernie. I enjoyed your book too.
No, thank you very much.
You mentioned in the Bruce donated some things to the archives, and there were some tapes in there.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there's any unreleased demos or stuff that might. And also, what is Bruce's demoing process? Is he jumped into technology and have a little Pro Tools rig on the road from now, or is it still a question?
Bruce's technology is not there. Although he just recently, he didn't even have a computer until 2 years ago. He didn't have a cell phone until about 3 years ago. So, but now he's sort of rapidly catching up, but he doesn't have a home studio. The 1,000 or so tapes consist of all kinds of things, and I'll come to your demo thing in a moment, but the breadth of it is like, say in 1978 he might have gone to WXRT in Chicago, and they would ask him to play 1 or 2 songs live, and they would give us a tape in those days. Later on they'd give you CDs. So when I say tapes, some of the stuff is real tape, some of it is on the CDs, some of it's on DATs, some of it is on old-fashioned tape as well. But anyway, so we have all of these kinds of performances that he's done at various radio stations around the world, Hamburg, radio show that he's done, those kinds of things. There are demos. His demoing process, because we have been, in essence, I've been both the president of the record company that's made all the records up until recently. Still am. Actually, we haven't made a record under the new regime yet. But and also the A&R person. So if you understand A&R, in other words, like I've been both the creative hat from the record company and the business hat. So he's only had to work with me, and I've never been that demanding about getting demos, which in a way I regret sometimes, because having demos is really a fun thing to have around. You can sort of work with them, but Bruce would come in and play me the songs, and that was all I really needed. With that being said, yes, there are demos. Like you could hear demos of, I can't remember which albums have demos, which don't, but there's stuff like that. There's outtakes.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of the band years, the full band years when you needed to record.
Yeah, but you know what? The way Bruce does his, like he has the bands, but he never, before recording, he might rehearse with the band once he decides to make a record. But in the very early process, it's all solo for every album, right up until the last album. So like he writes all those songs, he learns them the way he wants to learn them, and then he'll involve a band later, and by that point, we're already in the studio, we're not demoing. So almost all the demos are him solo.
Yeah. We have time for one more question.
Oh,
No, we have the other films.
Oh, the other film.
Joel, Bernie mentioned that you approached him about doing something.
Yeah, that's correct.
On Bruce. So what was your motivation? What was your story?
I'm a huge Bruce Cockburn fan. And, it was a joy to do this and get to know him, because he's a wonderful person to be around, friendly, good-humored, likes his vino. But so I approached Bernie as a fan, and Bernie and I have known each other for many years through the business, and I've known Bruce peripherally through the years through the business. So I thought it was a good thing. My pitch, though, was, as I said, was based on like an overview. He was where he was born, his family life. I mean, it was the big thing. But then Bernie said, we've got, he's going on the road now. He's going to do this double live album. Why don't we just do a documentary on the making of this album? Let's make it simple. And as I see, the rest is history. It died, then it grew again, then we ran out of money, then we got some money, then so organically it came to what you see on the screen. And it's been a bizarre process, but it's been a wonderful process. And I just wanted to point out, I know we have to leave, but our story editor, Dan Duford, who did a fantastic job, is in the audience. It's Dan's job to go through all the footage with his partner Mako from Osaka, and they did a great job breaking it down into these sort of categories of Bruce's psyche that we picked.
We'll I don't know, I shouldn't speak for Joel or Abby, but I'm sure they will agree. We could go into, if anybody had anything else, I'd be happy to hang around in the lobby.
I'm jonesing for a beer, though, I really am.
What's that?
I want a beer.
Also, somebody left a scarf